Okay, we're up to page 8. This is the final thing for your unit evaluation using this template, and it is essentially a checklist. So you're basically going to go through here. Have you checked that this program matches the most up-to-date syllabus on the NESA website? So one thing that we often do is we download a PDF and we keep using it, but then 10 years later or 5 years later, they've actually updated that program 3 or 4 times on the website. So you need to constantly go back to the website and check that you're using the most up-to-date version of your syllabus. Make sure that the outcomes for this program are clear and are from your syllabus. Make sure the program matches the scope and sequence. You don't want to have a scope and sequence that says one thing and then your program actually follows a different process. The assessment tasks that you create need to relate to the program and the reason for some of the activities within the program. So if you have an assessment task, this whole backwards mapping, so create your assessment task and then design your learning to make sure your students are going to achieve good results in that assessment task is what you should be doing. And that assessment task should really be well and very clearly related to the outcomes and the goals for your whole unit. Student feedback has been gathered on this program specifically. So you should be surveying your students and getting their feedback on your programs as well. And making sure you ask them questions about whether or not they felt particular learning activities were engaging, if they have ideas for new learning activities they might like to see in this unit, how they felt they went in terms of identifying and learning the content. Maybe they didn't like the assignment, they found it really difficult, something like that. But make sure you're surveying them and getting lots of information and data from them. And then finally, there are a range of diagnostic, formative, and summative assessments within this program. Now, we checked this earlier, but we're going to check it again to make sure that there's a full range of them, that they're throughout the whole program, because this really is key for you to then allow for differentiation, for you to adjust your program and your unit, to change your lesson activities, to make sure you're meeting the needs of your students where they are at now and where the next steps are. And if you don't know where they are, you can't decide where they need to go next. So that's it. Thank you so much. That is my unit evaluation template that I hope that you enjoy using. It really is an in-depth evaluation of a unit, and I generally would only do this once a year for each of the units. I would not have all my teachers do this all the time. I would allocate this to one person or a team of people to go through together to evaluate, how maybe a whole program for year 7 fits together and how it's looking, and making sure that we are evaluating at this kind of depth at least once a year so that we're ready for the next year. Thank you so much.